in New York. Did y'all watch our video? Listen, we are on the last day of beauty course 1. Tonight is with Mrs. Candice Barlow.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you today?
I'm great. Thank you. I'm so excited that we about to talk.
We're going to talk. We're going to figure it all out
We're going to
today.
figure it all out.
You figured everything out all week, so here we are.
Here we are. Health is well.
Health is well, always.
That's the most important out of the whole everything. Being
right.
spiritually right, but if you don't have your body together, you can't go out and do what you got to do.
This is right. And that's why it's so important. I want to first thank you for the opportunity to come on. I don't know why I'm nervous a little bit. I'm like, my hands start sweating, and I'm like, it's just Courtney. It's just funny. Like, I don't understand what the problem is, but yes.
I'm so glad you're here as well. And it's so funny because I was even nervous. I'm like, I've been doing this all week. Like, why? It's just, the nervousness, it never goes away. It never goes away. I'm super excited. So I want you to tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, run that whole down, all that information, and then we're going to get right to some questions.
Okay, well, my name is Candice Barlow. I have been teaching Zumba for about, I would say, like 8 years. I started Zumba because I was fat. I was like, it was like my job got locked out, or we were like on a strike for a whole summer one year, and I think I got up to like 230.
Wow.
And I was trying to do what I, could in the gym and running and stuff like that, and it wasn't very enjoyable. And then one day I tried Zumba, and I was like, oh, I can do this now. So it's very important that you find something that you like. For me, it was Zumba. So me finding Zumba allowed me to get my certification. And I teach about, on a basis, probably like 8 classes a week. And I feel like it just shaped my life.
That's amazing.
Yes.
So you started just simply because you said you were fat.
Right. Yeah. Well, I was unhealthy.
Yeah.
And, we say fat, and, it's not like a nice word. I was unhealthy. I had gained so much weight. You're younger. You go out a lot. You go eat a lot. Sugars taste good. Food tastes good. And like you out of breath walking or running or going up the stairs, and you're like, what happened? Like, why is this hard for me? So it was just like that realization, like, girl, what's happening?
What's happening?
Yeah. Right.
Wow. Well, I'm just going to head right in. And guys, if you that are watching, definitely make sure if you have any questions for Candice, you put them in the comment section and we will get to them. We've had a ton of questions all week, so ask away because she knows her stuff.
I can try to help all I can.
You are amazing. So the first question that I got from some people, if they are new to exercise, what part of the body should they work on if they just feel big all over? Should they start with their stomach area? Should they start with the arm fat? With
my experience with weight loss is you really cannot spot train. So it's like, everybody wants to lose that extra weight around your stomach. And I wish it was that easy. I wish we could just do the crunches and got a 6-pack. Remember those machines that were online where you put them around and they kind of shake? And all of that stuff is a fad, y'all. Like, you actually have to work it out. I started with cardio because cardio was good for me from the fat loss that I had. So it's not like I could just do crunches and, hey, here we got a 6-pack. You have to work it all out. I do cardio, and along with the cardio that I do for the week, I have 2 days where I do strength training. And no, it's not easy. It's not. And that's why it's so important for you to pick things that you like. And for me, that's Zumba.
That's Zumba.
Right.
So you say that we shouldn't just work on one area at a time. We need to do the whole body.
Right. Let's do a full body workout. Let's just, go get that cardio in where you can do simple strength exercises when you can. Like, everybody's against like push-ups and squats and things like that. They work.
They work.
And they're easy movements you could do at home. Like right now with us being in this quarantine, you need to be doing those push-ups. You need to be doing those squats and those jumping jacks because those are simple exercises that are still going to help you with your quest with being healthy.
Wow. So that's really good because Candice, I'm just going to keep it real.
Tell me, Courtney. Tell me.
I have been eating. I just want it all.
I agree. That's me. I've been eating all the snacks that's in the house. And it's like we don't have anything else to do. So that's why we are eating. But go ahead and have a snack, but make sure you go take a walk today. Or make sure you're active what little bit that you can be. We can't go to the gym now, but you can get down on the floor and do some crunches, or you can get down on the floor and do some push-ups and turn the music on, have a good time and dance, just get active.
Wow, that's really good because that's going to lead right into the next question. With us being quarantined right now, what do you feel like our snacks should be? Like, what nutrition should we try to follow? Should we only have fruit? Should we have vegetables? Should it be a mixture? Can I have a cookie? Like,
you can have a cookie, not all the cookies, right? So, along with I would say my fitness journey, there's always also been like a nutritional journey for me. Also, I've tried it all. Like I've tried like Whole30, I've tried paleo, I've tried keto. What works best for me is whole foods. So I've been like more closer to trying to transition to vegetarianism and things like that. And that's a focus on having whole foods instead of processed stuff. You want to make sure, you're having your vegetables and stuff like that. It's better to get frozen vegetables than the vegetables in the can, which is full of sodium.
Right.
So you just have to, I really believe that you have to pick something that you can do and you can stick to. Keto was that for me for a long time. I loved it. And keto is just really just, cutting your carbs and making sure that they stay under a certain amount. Some people think it's restrictive. I love it, So right now, like my snacks as I transition to trying to, vegetarianism is popcorn, pretzels sometimes. But I mostly snack on, I have apples, or I have like a banana, strawberries has lower sugar, blackberries, lower sugar. And, I'm trying to do salads, vegetables. We can't DoorDash every day. Like I'm guilty of DoorDashing maybe once a week, me and my husband. But every day that processed food, that fried food, it's not good for you.
It's not.
It's really not.
Okay. Wow. I have another question. This came from my husband. I'm so glad you're watching, babe. Hi. His question is, how truthful is that body mass index chart?
That body mass index chart is the devil, Alan. Like
it's the devil.
It is. I know. Okay, so I'm not a doctor or anything, but I know that I asked my doctor when I go to the doctor, and that chart is old, and I really don't think it's updated because according to that chart, I'm obese. And right, and I don't think I'm obese. I might have a little extra, but that chart puts me in the obese range. I think that's something that they need to, update and improve so it doesn't, show like you're obese and because you have like this much. No, you really need to focus on what you're eating. Make sure you're not ingesting a lot of processed foods. You're not ingesting a lot of sugar. Because the sugar is what makes you gain the weight. And I get it. sugar tastes good, y'all. It tastes
So
good. And it's addictive.
Yeah.
It has the same, it's really hard to beat a sugar addiction. Sugar has the same components in it as like cocaine. Like as far as like the addictive quality is. So it is hard, but breaking that sugar addiction is worth it. It's really
so
is.
Worth it. Well,
I can't let go of soda. He's so funny. I just saw him, right? Hi, Makita.
He said it and I didn't say it.
You know, it's hard. I am not saying that this is easy. It's like my thing for a long time, Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts.
Brown cinnamon sugar, girl. Like,
wow.
That was hard for me to break. It was bad. Like I would be sneaking at work, sneaking to the vending machine. But, you know, now that was like 2 years ago, but now I can walk past the vending machine and be like, I gotta look at it and the fact that I know that's not good for me.
Yeah.
And that's really what you have to do. If you know that this is not good, if you know that this causes high blood pressure, if you know that this is bad for your heart, that has to help you overcome your addiction, because you want to play with your kids.
Right.
You don't want to die.
No.
Because that's really what it is.
They want him to run and play and stuff. Even me, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so tired to go. I cannot chase you another second. Like, I just can't do it.
Right. And you want to be there for your kids, and you don't ever want your children to have to bury you. And along with that, you want to be a good example for them.
Absolutely. That goes right into the next question about weight and being healthy. Should people get on the scale every day? Should I weigh myself every day? Or if not, how much?
Okay, so according to what I've read and, read up on, they say once a week. I weigh myself probably like every other day.
Okay.
It may not be good, but it allows me to see how the foods that I eat, the activity that I take, how it affects the weight that I want. So, and then I can kind of tailor my nutrition. If maybe, hey, I'll do an extra 5,000 steps because it's going to improve the scale. I don't think that it's negative, but some people may not be able to hold themselves to that standard to get on it every day. So I would recommend like once a week.
Once a week. That's a good recommendation because I just...
Hi, Sierra. I'm sorry.
Hey, girl. I just bought a scale a couple of weeks ago, and I just put batteries in it yesterday. I'm like, oh, good. I got fitness tomorrow.
Yeah, some people, the scale's not good for them. I know that for me, it helps keep me on track. Once I see that scale climbing, I'll be like, oh, okay, Candice, calm down with the snacks.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, if you don't get on that scale, you think that you haven't gained nothing.
Right.
Right, until that your favorite dress start getting too tight,
Ooh.
So it's like, if you can handle it, I would do it.
Okay, I like that. So I'm gonna start implementing that in my fitness journey, and y'all get on once a week. She said once a week. That's what she recommends. I'm probably gonna go drive myself crazy with it because I want to get up every day.
No, I do, and I do drive myself sometimes, but it's okay. I mean, it just helps me. Even like in relation to like, oh, did I drink my gallon of water yesterday? Candice, you're up because you didn't do those simple, steps that you put in place for yourself. Right. So it's a reminder to stay on track for me. That's all.
Got it. Now, you mentioned that gallon of water. What's the point of that? Because I see people carrying literally a gallon of water around. Why?
Right.
Why?
Well, our body, 80% of our body is water, or even more than that. The water is important. You have to drink water. Your body is made of water. The research that I've done, you should be drinking at least half of your body weight in ounces. Okay. I drink a gallon a day. And I know everybody like, oh, that's so much water. I literally am maybe done with my water by like 2:00 in the
2
day.
o'clock p.m.?
2:00 p.m. I start work at 7.
Okay.
So as soon as I got a routine. As soon as I get to work, I go make me some tea. So I drink my tea plain. So to me, that's counts as my water.
Yes.
Right. And I get a big cup, like 32 ounces.
Ooh.
It's 4 of them. Done. Like, get a tea that you love. I have a tea that is cinnamon apple spice. It's very flavorful. I don't miss like putting sugar in it or honey in it. So there it is, that sugar addiction that some may have.
Yeah.
You cut it little, here, there, and everything. So even like with the soda, Alan said, cut down. Just, today, maybe you have one, or then it can turn into one for the week, or, just little things like that. But I would recommend that you drink at least half of your body weight in ounces daily.
Wow. Now, Tanika, she asked us a question. Hey, Nick.
Hi, Tanika.
No sugar, no honey, no anything. You don't put anything in the tea, but just the water and
just
the tea bag?
The water and the tea bag. And if you get good teas, that's fine. Actually, I'm going to show you a tea that
show us. Wow, I need sugar. I don't think I could drink it by itself.
All right. So this is my absolute favorite tea.
Oh, and I see that in the store.
Yes. And if you steep it, you don't need any sugar or anything like that. I use 2 tea bags with 32 ounces of water, and the cinnamon is good. You don't need any tea bags. I also recently got this Teavana. They had that at Target. Wow, we hope they have it.
Right.
And it's flavorful enough because this is like peach Bellini with pineapples and mango. You don't need the sugar. And if you do feel like you need a little extra sweetness, just put a little bit, and until you don't need it anymore. Wow. So you just you gotta try it. A lot of it is yourself. You have to find that reason for you to stop putting the sugar in there or start cutting it down so that you can do it,
I can do it. I know I can.
That's what I like. You're determined.
I am determined because I got a long life to live and a whole lot to do. So I'm gonna definitely. Sorry, right. I'm gonna cut down on the sugar. Let me tell you my coffee. So I go to Tim Hortons. I get a large French vanilla cappuccino with half coffee, and I want 1 cream and 4 sugars in there every day.
4 sugars?
Yeah.
On top of the French vanilla cappuccino?
Yes, it's so good.
So another thing that's important, when I go to the store, first thing I do, I pick my stuff up, I look at the ingredients. And I look at that total carbs, and I look at that total sugars and added sugar. I know offhand with your Tim Hortons French vanilla cappuccino, because I go to the website and, look at the caloric information.
Yeah.
That drink gotta have like 40 grams of sugar in it.
Oh, no.
Right. So that might be a catalyst that you need. So when you go to Tim Hortons, pull up the app. Look at how much sugar, grams is in everything that you have, how much calories and stuff. That was one thing. I visited my friend in New York City maybe like 6 years ago. They had already started with the calorie information on the menu. So when you look, you was feeling guilty. You like 500? So it's like, right. So it's like stuff like that. You need to read and see, this probably has too much sugar. Like Mountain Dew. Like, what kind of soda does Alan drink?
Babe, you tell her what type of soda you drink.
Yeah.
I'm not telling on you. You tell her.
Look at Tanya. Wait, Tim Hortons still open? She's so fat.
Girl. They open still.
No, like
Pepsi.
Oh, Pepsi. in looking at the labels and stuff, I'm sure like a little bottle of Pepsi, one of the small one, has like 56 grams of sugar.
Wow.
If not more than that. Like, that's a lot. The recommended grams of sugar a day is like 20 for the whole day. 20 grams of sugar is like the recommended ADA and everything. 20. Alan had one Pepsi. He done exceeded that for 3 weeks. Like, and then you start to have that every day. Think about how it is so not good for your body. You can't live like that.
Wow. Well, that's great information. And me and him, we are doing better. And I hope everybody on here, y'all got to take these tips and do them, because she's given us the information with health. I just said before we started, I said health is wealth. All this week, we got our very last day with Candice on health. If we are not healthy, we can't be cute. We can't go get our hair done. We can't go do none of that. We can't shout in church, shouting tired. Because
tired. It'd be like, dun, dun, dun. I sit down.
I'm done. I'm done.
Be sweating, and then after church, where you go? To eat.
To eat.
Right.
Wow.
Right. We have to break that also. Like, we really have to start thinking about ourselves. We have to start thinking about our bodies. You can even pay attention to your body, to your face.
Yeah.
If your skin is, breaking out and things like that, don't you think it's because what if you're putting inside is coming out?
Absolutely.
Like, you have to start thinking about it in that way.
That's a great point. Now, I do have a question about this. I feel like this is new to me and new to everybody else that's watching. Everybody wants to wear waist trainers. What do you think about waist trainers?
So I myself, was like, oh, waist trainers, I'm gonna get me one. Yeah. I read that the waist trainers are not good for you. So like the ones with the steel, with the hooks, they help your posture and stuff, but if you put them too tight, they can mess up your internal organs, and you can mess up your back. And I get it, y'all, because y'all see the stars doing and stuff like that. I tried it out. It was not good for me. It'd be like, I can't even digest my food because I can't breathe. Now, those sweatbands. Okay. Like I think Keisha Keyword has her own line. A lot of people have their own line. I'm okay with that. I wear a sweatband here and there. Okay. I personally don't really like working out with it because it's not comfortable. And especially when we're doing Zumba and we're dancing and everything like that, I can't get jiggy with it. So myself, I don't wear them all the time. But the sweatbands, I'm totally fine with. Like the waist trainers with the steel hooks and stuff like that. You are not Marie Antoinette, girl, and your insides getting messed up. Don't worry.
I like that because I wanted to get a waist trainer, but I'm like, I don't know about this with them bars. So I do have a sweatband. That's what it's called.
That's good.
I have that, and I love it.
Right.
I love it.
Alan is being so distracting right now. He keeps saying funny stuff.
Listen, because this is important to him. I said, babe, we got to get our health together. So this day, he's like super excited for, because
that means Alan, I'm gonna be texting you like what Alan have for breakfast.
Yeah,
because I can be annoying. Because even with my 30-day challenge, when I started all of that was probably about 5 years ago. I think that's actually when me and you met, and it has allowed me to just encourage people. And I love that. Like, we have to help each other. We have to use our resources. Yes. We have to, you may know how to do this, but guess what? I can help you with this, Courtney. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I'm going to check in.
Tell us about your 30-day challenge and how do we sign up?
Oh, well, I don't do the 30-day challenge anymore.
Okay.
I did not, I kind of stopped doing it only because it was mostly focused on nutrition, and I transitioned my way of eating to try so many different, things to try to locate what was best for me, which is why I kind of didn't do the 30-day challenge. if anybody ever wants advice, or I can give you whatever knowledge that I have on a subject, what I research, they can DM me. And that's Can_Marie. I also do still, even with our quarantine, my Zumba girls, they kind of bullied me to do the Facebook Live, because like you said, the first 2 weeks I was eating all the snacks. I think I gained like 12 pounds, like just because my husband, I think he bought every brand of cereal. And that's a weakness for me. And I recognize that it's a weakness for me. So I don't usually have cereal in my house. And that's also just the segue into that. If you know you can't be in a house with no brown cinnamon Pop-Tarts like me, sis, leave them at the store. Like, don't buy stuff that, you know, may be a temptation for you, where at 2:00 in the morning you're gonna hear them Doritos calling you, because that's me. And
that's me too.
Right. So leave the stuff at the store that you know you can't handle, and then don't say, oh, because I have a daughter, don't be like, oh, well, Cadence wanted them snacks.
Right. Some people don't want that. Some people go, they want the cookies.
Right. But as we, you know, get healthy, do we still want to give our kids stuff that we not even gonna eat?
Right.
Do we want to get our kids them chicken nuggets that's not real from McDonald's, and those fries that is fried in, like, I think it's like pig fat or something like that? And Burger King, they fry theirs in beef fat. Like, do we want to do that? I think for everybody in choosing their nutrition should do their research. I watch a lot of documentaries on food. Because you guys have nothing to do right now. There's a great documentary on Hulu. It's called Eating Animals. And it just shows you the processing of our meat, of our animals and how they're treated, of the stuff that could get in your meat. Getting them hot dogs that you don't really know what they is, and everybody loves sailing. I'm gonna have a sailing this summer, but
if we get a summer,
right? But you have to realize some of that stuff is not good for you. And us as Black people, traditionally, what we do, we love you, so we gonna feed you. We gonna make. You're going to go to grandma's house. It's going to be pound cake there. It's going to be brownies there. And she going greens, we can't do that all the time, y'all. Like, you can't eat like that all the time. Your body cannot sustain that at all. I'm sorry. I know, Courtney, I went all over
you went right where you were supposed to.
Okay.
Because we needed to know this information. This quarantine time, and I'm so glad that the Lord allowed me to do beauty course this week. And I didn't know why he was telling me to push it up from the original date that I had. But this is perfect time for us all to create new habits on fitness. Because we don't have nothing else to do.
Can't go to no gym.
You can't go to the gym.
You can't really do anything.
We can't do anything.
Yeah,
so
and this forced. Oh, I'm sorry. This forced me to do the Facebook Live. So I do that 4 times a week now. We do it Sunday at 4 p.m., Monday at 7 p.m., Wednesday at 7 p.m., and then Saturday morning at 9:30 a.m. Nobody can see you, because that's a lot for everybody. If they gonna be able to see, nobody can see you. You dance in the comfort of your own home. All you have to do is tune in. I try to break down the moves, you know, as much as I can. The regulars in your class they'll tell you, like, I just kind of come in and they figure it out most of the time. But it is a good time. Like, this morning, I feel like, I gotta work out, but we're not with each other, but we're with each other, you know? So that energy, that just the fact that you have a group of people who's coming together 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah. She is going to do a song with us right now.
I'm going to break it down. The only thing is I didn't think of, Courtney, is my music is on the phone.
Oh,
no.
On the phone.
And we on the live.
What
Right.
is the song?
I was going to do Lizzo tempo. Slow songs, after skinny, and move all of this here to one of those. I'm a thick I need tempo. Get up to the tempo. I try to pick music that, look at it. See how you was rolling? That's real, fun. So us as a class can do it together. We do all kinds of music. So we do Lizzo, we do Chris Brown. It's not a traditional Zumba because I kind of just pick what I can feel right here in my heart. And I know it's going to make Courtney feel that in her heart, or it has words like our stretch song. We do Bag Lady. And I don't know if you know Erykah Badu, Bag Lady. It's just like, let it go, whatever problems. That's what you do when you come to Zumba. We're done, like, with the problems. We're having a good time here with our friends. We're going to dance off our stuff, and we're going to get healthy together.
Yes. I'm super excited. Listen, can you hear it?
Catch that.
Everybody, get up.
Wait. Oh.
Your flower is in the way.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Y'all, if y'all on live, Nick, you know I can't answer. I'm about to shout, so.
You gonna shout?
Listen, if you are up, the kids is gonna do it.
We can. Okay, so me and you, we can go through the moves. Okay. So tell Alan to turn the music down real fast. We'll do the chorus if he can cue it up for the chorus.
Okay.
Okay. So the move is right here. So it's slow, arm up, out, up, step, 1, 2, 3, step, 1, 2, 3, and here, out, up, swing.
Swing, y'all.
So that's the chorus. Tell Alan if he hit it, we can do the chorus real fast.
That's the chorus?
No, it'll start. This is good.
Oh, but he said it's good.
Ready?
Slow songs, that's just clean house.
Up.
Can't move all of this.
Up. 1, 2, 3. Here.
Clap. This side.
Out. Up. 2, 3. Okay.
Yes!
Yeah. They are regulars.
That was amazing.
I'm glad that you had a good time.
I had a great time. If y'all want to go to her classes, of course, they're virtual.
On Sunday nights at 6 p.m. Catch me on YouTube, chatting with my sister friend.